if people aren't aware of stolen valor, they're not in the military, they could be understandably ambivalent about these details. Because the thing that I hear is, hey, the dude did 25 years or 24 years in the National Guard. I mean, you didn't do that. Isn't that good enough? But that isn't the point, because people who do stolen valor are in the military for the most part.
Yeah, so here's what's funny about this. Nobody's denigrating him for not going to combat.
Yeah.
They didn't just say one day, you know what, you were in the military, but you didn't go to combat, so it doesn't count. He said he went to combat. They're mad at him or pointing out that he denigrated his own service by in his own words, serving 24 years in the National Guard wasn't enough. He had to go and lie and say the weapon I carried in war, or to leave it just open enough that somebody can infer that his deployment in support of Operation Enduring Freedom would have been in Afghanistan, where most people who deployed in support of Operation Enduring Freedom went. And so he's done this. He's used this as an opportunity to get folks to support him, to get veterans to believe he went to combat and served in war. He can't even be a member of a VFW, right? He didn't go to a foreign war. He may can, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
And so the idea here is that he has chosen to define his service based on whether or not he went to war by making it a point to lie about going to war. I don't want any veteran to go to war. I appreciate my buddies that didn't have to. There are only a few of them. Because if you serve for 24 years, for him, for half a dozen while we were at war, you have to work hard not to go to war. So that's a different subject. And then the rest of this about he left his unit before they deployed. Listen, I don't know if he had fear of death or fear of missing out, but he chose to go run for Congress. Good on him. His unit will never forget it. There's half a dozen of them that are talking about it. When you're in a position of leadership, when the word command is in your title, you have an added responsibility to not just do the right things, but show others what the right things are. And the right things are not pulling up chalks and leaving.
All right.